Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a pretty good day today. It's been a good day, all things considered. It's very, very nice outside. Took Max for a walk. It was a good walk, nice long one. I saw several bluebirds, actually blue jays, and I saw a bald eagle, a big, beautiful bald eagle. That's the universe talking to me. Sure is. So I had some questions and I got them answered out of my walk today. Nature talks to me. Nature talks to me in a big way. It's quite a beautiful thing. Mother Gaia is amazing. I think we all need to be out in the sunshine more. It's actually one of the things that I was guided to talk about today was stepping away from technology and being out in nature and how essential and important it is to us as human beings to bond with our earth, Mother Gaia. I don't know if a lot of people, I mean, I know there are a lot of people who know this, but then I'm sure there are people who don't. But I mean, obviously in the wintertime, this isn't something that you're going to want to run out and do, but taking your shoes and socks off and walking in grass. It's called, oh gosh, my brain just went blank. Anyways, it's grounding. It's a very grounding thing. Um, it puts you in touch with the crystalline grid of Mother Earth and helps you to ground yourself. It's actually very, very wonderful. Hugging trees, sitting next to a tree, back up against a tree. Those are really great ways to ground yourself as well. It's important. It's important that we do those things because we are part of the world and the world is part of us. And we're all living and we're all just trying to get by. And the more positive energy and the more grounding we have out there, the better off we're all going to be because we are all linked like a spider web. We're all in this together, y'all. We're all linked somehow, some way together. And actually, that's one of the things, one of the reasons why I ended up going to Tennessee is because we're linked. And I know that I've talked about this before about how I was a trafficked child. I am adopted. I just recently started picking up information about an orphanage in Denver on Federal Boulevard, I think. I remember a big building, like it was a brick building, a big brick building. I remember that building, and I remember having some feeling, some kind of way. Every time I drove by that building, I felt something. I felt, and it wasn't necessarily a good feeling. Um, I was I was sold to a secret society. My mother actually signed a contract to let them do whatever it is that these secret societies do, and trust me when I say it's not good. Um, there were rituals that were done to me. There was stuff put in my food to make me forget the things that were done to me. These rituals that were done to me, and ironically, I ended up in Holmwell, Tennessee, where this kind of stuff is actually it's kind of a hub for this kind of stuff. They sell people, they traffic people. Voyeur cameras. There are a lot of voyeur cameras. There are a lot of rapes of young girls there. People in that town are afraid of the secret society as well as the coven that's there because you just never know if your child's going to come up missing or raped or pregnant or whatever the case may be. But um, I really want to help try and stop these people for lots of reasons. because nobody deserves to be treated that way. First and foremost, nobody has the right to treat somebody that way. Um, and the world doesn't need that kind of garbage. We just don't need that kind of garbage in our world. We need to fight it. And I'm standing alone. I'm fighting this alone. I don't want to fight this alone. I want people to back me up. I want people to fight with me, because as an individual, I'm powerful. But the power of the people, the voice of the people together, all of us together, working for the same goal, there would be no stopping us. And we need to stop this. All over the United States, all over the world. It's everywhere, y'all. It's not just in the United States. But I'm starting in a small town called Homewell, Tennessee. That's where I'm starting. And I really hope that the people of that town are willing to stand up and take their power back. I mean, I'm still going to keep doing it regardless. God's got me. And you can ask anybody in that town that's on the wrong side of what they've done to me. God has got me. My ancestors have got me. Hey, hey, hey. Girlfriend, please. Hey there. Sorry about that, y'all. She decided it was time to start screaming her head off. So, as you can see, I had to cover her up so that I could finish this, because we won't be able to talk, and that's for sure. So, what I was saying basically is that we need to stand together. We need to stand together, and we need to fight these things. The secret society, the Illuminati, the MK Ultra, the CIA, secret whatever project that they're doing. We need to stop these people. We have the power to do it. You know, they've been running things for way too long, and look at the shape of our world. You know, it's these secret societies and these people that are doing these things behind the scenes that are causing all of these problems. You know, sounds. You know, I forget, I've talked about this before, but there are sounds that they put towards people that can cause heart attacks and, you know, mental issues and, you know, different types of things like that. It's real, y'all. I mean, it's real. It happens. I mean, where do you can't think for 1 minute that the things that they have us watching on TV, I mean, they're conditioning us to know that these things are happening, and for us to be okay with that. That's what this television, the whole thing is about, is conditioning us to be okay with these things. Oh, you know, this happens, but they don't want anybody to talk about it, because if we talk about it, then it's called crazy. You know, and that's what they're trying to do, is convince us that it's crazy talk, so nobody talks about it, because they're showing us what's real, but they're still finding a way to keep it under wraps. Isn't that crazy? How psychologically screwed up are we to allow them to lie to us on a daily basis, and we accept it, knowing full well that they're lying to us, but we accept it. I don't want to accept it. Do you want to accept it? Do you know what's really happening in this world, and why are you accepting it? Why are any of us accepting it? We don't have to. We are more than they are. We are more than they are. And we can stop this. Is it going to be easy? Probably not. I'm willing. I got your back. Got mine. So stepping away from technology for, you know, a certain period of time each day. You know, I mean, if you can devote 2 hours to a movie, you know, you can devote 30 minutes for a walk. Surely. You know, and if it's cold outside, I get it. Nobody wants to be outside when it's cold. You know, there's meditation music. No, I'm not saying that you have to lay down and, you know, empty your brain, because that doesn't work. Nobody can empty their brain. But you don't visit when you meditate. You don't sit and visit it. you just let the thoughts go through your head. Just let it go. Think the thought and let it go. Don't sit and resonate on it. But I found, I had a really hard time with the whole meditation thing myself when I very first started. So one of the things that I did was I would turn meditation music on in my house while I was cleaning, geared to whatever it is that I was feeling. If I was feeling sad, I would listen to something that had, raising your serotonin levels, joy, happiness. If I was feeling frustrated, if I was feeling angry, whatever feeling I was feeling, whatever feeling I was overwhelmed with, I would turn on a meditation to counteract that. And I would just let it play in the background while I was doing my dishes, while I was dusting my house, while I was doing whatever it was that I was doing, this music would be playing. I did this for a year and was amazed at how different I felt after that year of doing it. I mean, while it was happening, I guess I really didn't notice that it was really doing anything. Um, it wasn't until I was talking to my daughter one afternoon, and she was like, "Wow, Mom," she's like, "that you're really handling that differently than you used to." She's like, "Good for you." And I told her, I've been listening to the meditation music. Um, Unbeknownst to me, she, my one of my grandsons has a really hard time going to bed. Really hard. I mean, it's really hard. And she started playing meditation music, and she never mentioned it to me until after the fact, and she gave it time for it to happen. But she sent me a message, and she was like, "Wow, Mom, he like goes to bed so easy now. It's insane." She's like, "And it's all because of you. Thank you." It works, people. It works. It can help you with your anger. There's meditation music out there for addictions, helping to fight the addiction. There's meditation music out there for ADHD. There's meditation music out there for sleep. There's meditation music out there for just about anything you could possibly imagine. And just 30 minutes a day. If you can't get outside to ground with Mother Earth, 30 minutes a day of listening to some kind of meditation music in the background, it's not a lot to ask to help get yourself feeling better. And men are taught, we're not supposed to cry, you're not supposed to be weak, you're not supposed to, y'all, that's a bunch of hooey. It's all a bunch of hooey. We're an emotional being. We're emotional beings. We're supposed to connect emotionally. It's just how it's how we're supposed to be, and we're supposed to connect like that. um, Empathy and sympathy and kindness. We're supposed to connect like that, not through, well, nobody connects through anger and hate. There's no connection there. That's a serious disconnect, is what that is. But we need to be connected again. Looking out for each other, looking out for each other's kids, watching out for each other. It's what we need to be doing. That's what's going to make things better. Um, I'm being drawn to mention to the long distance stalker that drives the maroon Camaro, my long distance stalker that drives the maroon Camaro. You really need to stop. Um, you really need to stop. Your obsession is mentally not okay. You're mentally not okay. You really kind of need help, hun. You need help. And the fact of the matter is I wouldn't know you if I saw you. And I don't know why you hate me as much as you do. And it doesn't really make any difference why you hate me. I love you. And I really hope that you get yourself some help. Find some help. Because anybody who walks around with this much hate and darkness inside of themselves as you have inside of you, it's nothing more than a cry for help. I really hope you find your help. I hope you find your help. I mentioned yesterday about, or was it yesterday? Anyways, it was the tarot reading one that I did, the video I did on tarot reading, about how there is somebody that is using my name, my profile pictures or whatever to do tarot readings for people online. I don't think, obviously, they're showing their face when they're doing these tarot readings, and rightfully so, because it's not me. So I have a ring that I bought that I use when I'm channeling, when I'm talking to y'all. And it's this ring right here. See this? This ring right here? If you don't see this ring, see how big that is? If you don't see this ring when that person is doing the readings for you, the tarot readings for you, if you don't see this ring, it's not me. It's not me. Keep that in mind, okay? That ring right there. I'm always wearing the same rings. Always wearing the same rings. This one in particular is the one that you're going to want to watch for. If there's a reading that's being done online with my name or my profile picture attached to it, if you don't see that ring, it's not me. I am indeed being shadow banned. My numbers are so up, down, up, down, up, down. I can't even keep track anymore. It's ridiculous. I saw somebody talking about how she has had a lot of trouble recently, with YouTube. People are stealing her music. She's being shadow banned as well. They really need to get a grip on this. They want us to turn. They want us to be technologically forward, but people are allowed to shadow ban us and keep us from speaking and steal our content. You want us to progress, and you want us to be okay with this technology, and you want us to move forward, but you're not protecting us. You're not protecting us. I should have been making money by now, but I'm not. And the reason that I'm not is because I'm being shadow banned, and they keep screwing with my numbers so much that I am not being seen. Or if I am being seen, they're changing the numbers to make it look like I'm not being seen. There was at one point that I was being watched by 7,000 people, and now I'm down to like 2,500, which is obviously quite different than 7,000. And at a certain mark is when you start making the money. Well, that mark was when I should have started making the money. All of the people who have stolen from me in Hohenwald, in Colorado, in Arizona, Oklahoma, Texas, all of the people who have stolen from me are reaping karma right now. They are reaping what they have sown. And I'm just going to say this again, that as long as this continues, you will continue to reap karma. It's not going to stop until somebody does something and makes this right. It won't stop. And depending on your role in this and what you've done exactly will depend on what kind of karma you're going to receive. Some of you have done so much so bad that you have cursed your entire bloodline for generations. Right now, my landlord is taking steps to have me removed from the property, for me to move out in Tennessee, rendering me homeless. Obviously I'm staying in a hotel, which that gets a little pricey after a while. I can't make it back to Tennessee. There's a problem with my car, the weather. I'm not even going to try to make it back to Tennessee with all the weather that's happening. Not to mention the fact that as long as things are the way that they are in Tennessee with the gang stalking and the people trying to kill me, why would I want to go back? So I'm not quite sure how this is all going to work out where my place is concerned, but I guess it'll work out however it's meant to work out. It's not like I haven't ever started over before. I think I've started over more than any other person on the face of this earth, thanks to my mom. Because every single time I get to a point in my life where I'm rising, she finds a way to knock me down, and so does my ex-husband David. Between the two of them, they're the reasons why I'm not any higher than I am. But they've given me endurance and tenacity, something neither one of those people have. I have gumption and fortitude, and I forge forward regardless, something that those two will never have. I can make something out of nothing, something that neither one of those people could ever do. I move forward even with people pulling me backwards. And when I say pulling me backwards, I mean financially, emotionally. My mom has been doing black magic on me since I was a child. She has paid practitioners to do black magic on me since I was a child. But I still rise. I still come forward. I still move up. Just imagine how far I would be if I didn't have people constantly trying to pull me backwards. And that's exactly why I have people trying to pull me backwards, because they know exactly where I would be if I didn't have people pulling me backwards. But your time of pulling me backwards is done, because I know who I am. I know what I am, and I know what kind of power I have. And you all are experiencing the kind of power that I have. And you will continue to experience the kind of power that I have until somebody does something to make this situation right. And that is how it's going to be. I am very, very loved by God. I am very loved by the spirit world. I am very loved by my ancestors. And quite frankly, there are some people who are involved in this that their ancestors have walked away from them. And I am very loved now by their ancestors. There are some people that their own ancestors have given up on. That's how bad the situation is of what people are trying to do to me. There have been 3 people who have been sent to kill me, 3 hitmen, 3 that I know of, 3. And that doesn't include the one when I was 25 that almost did kill me. So here I sit. And I know that you're afraid of me. And you should be. You should be. Because what you're doing is wrong. On so many levels, it's so wrong. And you should be afraid. So one of the things that I'm doing, because I know that I'm being watched, I know that people are stealing, my face, my pictures, my doppelganger, whatever. Yeah, just get a freaking life, people. Get your own life. Do your own thing. Can you imagine how far y'all would be right now if you were doing your own damn thing instead of spending all of your energy trying to hurt other people and put your energy into yourself where it should be in the first place? Heal yourselves. The people who are doing these things to me are all very unhealed people who have some serious, let's see, Diane has some serious daddy issues. Tommy, pretty much in the same exact boat I was in as a kid. Sold just like I was to the highest bidder. Yeah. I don't know about his girlfriend. I don't know anything about her or his wife or whatever. But y'all are a bunch of hurt people. And hurt people. So maybe instead of running around hurting people, maybe you need to look inside of yourselves and talk to that little girl and that little boy inside of you and fix whatever it is that's broken. I was that broken person for a long time. A lot of us were. And it's not easy and it takes work, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You won't be sorry. Who better to invest in than yourself? Why spend so much time and so much of your own time and your own energy on others when you can put it into yourself? That's where your energy belongs, is in yourself. Not out there wreaking havoc on somebody else. It's just not right. It's wrong. It's wrong. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to heal. Love yourself enough to take care of yourself. I mean, hell, if you don't do it, who's going to? If you don't love yourself, who's going to love you? If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? If you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you? That's what I've learned in life. Nobody's going to love you the way that you can love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how in the world can you expect anybody else to love you or to respect you? Love yourselves. Heal. Feel better. I want you to feel better. I want you to heal. Get somebody to talk to. That's where it starts. It's talking. That's where I was going with the, whole men don't cry thing. Men don't talk to people either. That's wrong. We need to talk. And the only way to fix a problem, the only way to fix something that's broken is to talk about it. It's embarrassing. Yeah, I get it. It's shameful sometimes. I get it. Who are you talking to? Who are you looking at right now? You think I haven't been there and freaking done that? God only knows what people did to me when I was under the drugs and have no idea. I mean, for all I know, I'm probably, out there in some porn video somewhere that I don't even know about. Child porn from when I was a little girl. I can only imagine what must have been done to me, and I don't want to sit here and really, go into the whole memory of it. The fact that I know it is enough. You don't think that's screwed up enough to like make you really want to just flip the crap out? Well, yeah, it sure is. But I'm not. Because that doesn't define me. That happened to me. That happened to me. But it doesn't define who I am. Nor does whatever happened to you define who you are, unless you let it. Don't let your past define you. Don't let your past define you to the point where you're so unhealed that now you've decided you're going to be an alcoholic or you're going to do drugs just to numb the pain of not dealing with that past. Please love yourselves. Talk to somebody. Anybody. Talk to me. Well, yeah. I mentioned this before about my mother and Tommy having the same eyes. And, I'm thinking that they were related. I don't know, for all I know, they might be. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. That's not the point. The point is, I know what the eyes are. I know the correlation between their eyes. And that's demonic. My mother and Tommy are possessed people. They have sold their souls to the devil. And if you look at somebody in their eyes, you can see it. It's almost like a hollowness, like there is no real life in there, no spark. I just wish I really do wish that I could explain it in a way that would make it so easy for you and everybody out there to just be like, look at somebody in their eyes and be like, whoa, stay away from that one. I wish there was a way. I really do. One of the things that I know is if somebody has a really big problem with looking you in the eye, that's a problem. That might be something that you need to consider, because a person who has something to hide will not be comfortable with looking another person in their eyes. Looking a person in their eyes when you're speaking to them is essential. My grandfather used to tell me that, and I never understood exactly how powerful that really was until I saw the same look in my mother's eyes as I saw in Tommy's eyes, or in Tommy's as my mother's. They're the same eyes. The devil's eyes. Be wary of the devil's eyes, because he's out there and he's running rampant right now. And we need to stop him. And by stopping secret societies from these things that they're doing, the evil that they do, that's taking a step in stopping the devil.